Need for Speed 2015 was a reboot for the Need for Speed series, released in 2015 by Ghost Games and published by EA. I played through the game recently under my own accord with no one holding a gun to my head, and I gotta say, what an experience it was. There were some things I really dig about it, and some things that are really stupid, so let's talk about them and the game overall. First, let's go over the main characters that you will be interacting with for most of the game. Mostly through phone calls, but also through real cutscenes with real people, and definitely not actors like the commercials always say. Spike is the first person you meet after apparently doing a drift through an intersection, and he invites you to meet the rest of his crew and get a better car. The rest of the crew make fun of him because he is a trust fund kid and is over hyper most of the time. His whole thing is speed, and most of his events revolve around going as fast as possible. He also has a major hard-on for Magnus Walker, who is in town. He later even gets mad at you for living his dream and even getting Walker's 277-911. Manu is a character all about style, which is hard to believe considering his yee-ass haircut. Most of his events are about drifting and scouting locations to make his own gymkhanas, and also having you do those Gymkhana events, which are basically just drift events with a time limit. Now, with the Gymkhana events, you can probably guess who he is into. If not, what are you? Stupid? It is Ken Block, may he rest in peace, who again has fallen apart without him, in my opinion. Robin is a crazy chick who is all about her crew, which is the Risky Devils. What she doesn't see is that it's driving her and Spike apart, but that is easily remedied at the end in one cutscene. Most of her events revolve around doing drift train events with her and the Devils. Amy is the mechanic of the group who is obsessed with making her master build. Most of her events are about anything really, and a lot of the time it's just you and her. Her icon is Akira Nakaya, who is the founder of Rao World. Besides that, there is not much on her character. Travis is like the father figure of the group with the dark side to him. He loves fucking with the police. Now you can see this plot twist from a mile away, and for some reason they call a Datsun Fairlady a sleeper, which I think that's a car that really sticks out, but oh well. Travis doesn't show himself as the outlaw until close to the end of the outlaw storyline. All the stories are separated between the characters, but I think the main part that you play is collecting as many fist bumps as you can, and you do get a lot of them. Like a fuck ton of them. I mean, like, a lot. The gameplay handles fine enough for the most part. Just if you think you're going to do a grip build, throw that thought out the fucking window. Drift is the way to go here, but don't push that to 100% either, because then you will never be going in a straight line, and it will make the already floaty feeling game feel even more floaty. I suggest about 25% to the drift side of the slider. Oh, but let's talk about the event, business or pleasure, because I gotta say, it was neither. All it was pain. I don't think I have ever driven on a track that felt this bad to drive for a physics model. Oh, and the cops don't even bother. They're so bad, you can drive the speed limit and lose them. The game overall is pretty fun to play, just not for the story or the cops, but the sense of speed is there.